Hello family, it's your girl Blue Phoenix and we are back with another episode of You Asked For It, so I'm gonna deliver, okay? So a few videos ago, shadow work came up and I asked you guys if you wanted to know more about shadow work and you said yes, so here we are. Okay, so I did some research on shadow work. I have notes. We're gonna go over the notes. We're gonna talk about what shadow work is, how to do shadow work, and then I have two messages from your guides regarding you and your shadow work process. Okay, all right, so come on in. Don't forget to hit that like button for your girl. Make sure you share the planet. And let's get into this message. Okay, so what is shadow work? All right, so shadow work is a concept in psychology and self-improvement that it involves exploring and integrating the unconscious aspects of the psyche, also referred to as the shadow. The term was popularized by the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, okay, and it's Jung if you want to go do your own research. These unconscious aspects typically consist of repressed, ignored, or denied parts of oneself, such as negative emotions, impulses, and desires that an individual may find unacceptable or shameful, okay? I know a lot of times I've heard, I'm sorry about the dog, okay, the dogs, okay, but I've also heard shadow work being referred to as childhood regression because that's where a lot of our shadows are developed, right? That's where a lot of conditioning and programming occurs, is in childhood, right? When we come here as children, we're free, we feel like we could fly, we could be doctors, nurses, presidents, and all this other shit, until the opinions or the conditioning or the programming of others come in and tell us, well, you know what, you can't be that because of this, because of your condition you grew up in, because of your race, because of your age, because of your gender, da 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 da, right? And we take in other people's beliefs, and that builds up that shadow within us, that shame, that, ooh, I don't know if I should say this, or I don't know if I should be this certain way. It's like, yeah, like that, okay? All right, so the purpose of shadow work is to bring these hidden parts into our conscious awareness, allowing a person to understand and integrate them. This process can lead to greater self-awareness, emotional healing, and personal growth, okay? It often involves introspection, journaling, therapy, and other reflective practices aimed at uncovering and understanding one's own shadow aspects. Now, let me tell you, I actually wanted to post this video yesterday, or do this video yesterday, but got kind of discombobulated. But anyway, we are in the shadow period of the full moon in Capricorn, right? So the full moon, usually the shadow period is 3 days before and 3 days after the actual event of the moon cycle, right? So anyway, the full moon is a wonderful time to release. It is a perfect time to do shadow work, okay? All right, so engaging shadow work can help individuals by we just talked about that. All right, hold on. It can also help by enhancing relationships by becoming more empathetic and understanding towards oneself, by recognizing and owning one's own flaws instead of projecting them onto others. That's why a lot of projection happens, y'all, especially in relationship dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Because that is that person or yourself, put the energy where it goes, right? Operating from a place that's not healed, that's actually not even seen to them most of the time, okay? All right, it can also help by integrating all aspects of the personality, leading to a more balanced and authentic self. Hold on, buddy, hush. Now we talking to the folks here on planet Pisces. You're being rude. Sorry, y'all. All right. So how do you do shadow work? All right, engaging in shadow work involves a variety of practices aimed at uncovering and integrating the hidden parts of your psyche. Here are some steps to help you get started. Self-reflection and journaling. So set intentions. Start with a clear intention to explore and understand your shadow self. And journaling. Regularly write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Pay attention to reoccurring. This is key. Pay attention to reoccurring patterns, triggers, and intense emotions. Y'all, ask yourself questions like, what am I avoiding? Why did I react like this? Or what traits in others annoy me and why? That is another big part of it. The universe, God, spirit will allow or bring others into your atmosphere, okay? Right? And those things that annoy the fuck out of you about someone else could be aspects about yourself that you aren't addressing. I'm just the messenger. I'm just. So think about it. Somebody who annoy the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything within you that you're not addressing? Right? That this person is stirring up within you. Right? And let me tell y'all what else. When I journal and I'm talking to my shadow, I get 2 different color pens. It's like I'm interviewing my shadow. When I ask those questions, I'll ask them in like blue, right? The color blue. And then I will sit and I will wait and listen for my shadow to talk back to me. And that's in a whole other color. It could be pink, red, lavender, whatever. Okay? All right. Identify triggers and patterns. Observe reactions. Notice what situations, people, or comments trigger strong emotional reactions. These often point to hidden aspects of your shadow. Consider whether traits you dislike in others are aspects of yourself that you are denying or repressing. It's not always that way, but a lot of times it be the universe trying to tell us something about ourselves. Excuse me. Meditation and mindfulness, right? Practice being present and observing. Becoming the observer is a key element here as well. Okay, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This can help you become more aware of your unconscious patterns. All right, use meditation or visualizations to explore your inner world and connect with your shadow self. All right, connect with your inner child. Reflect on your childhood experiences and how they may have contributed to your current shadow aspects. This can help you understand the origins of your repressed emotions and behaviors. I'm gonna give y'all an example real quick. One thing I was noticing was patterns in relationships for me, right? 0707 on the clock. I was noticing that I was attracting the same type of person in a different body, the same energy in a different body. So I had to go within and talk to my shadow, like, God, what you trying to show me? It can't be them. It's a common denominator here. It's me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Okay. So what's going on here, spirit? And I narrowed it down and drew it back to abandonment issues when I was a child. Right? And these people kept coming. I kept attracting more people who abandoned me, who triggered that emotion in me, which then would cause me to do things like be clingy or have a lack of trust. You know what I'm saying? And an outcome or whatever the case may be. But when you notice patterns in your life, right? It don't have to be in just relationships. This could be patterns with money, patterns at jobs, right? Patterns with whatever. Okay, noticing those patterns and really getting to the root, asking questions. That's what shadow work is. It's like literally asking questions and getting to the crux of this shit, the bottom. Okay, we gonna find the root, ta-ta-ta. Okay, so we can nip it, ta-ta-ta. Okay, that's where growth comes in, okay, and enlightenment, okay, ascension, no. All right, so accept your shadow. Acknowledge and accept the parts of yourself that you uncover without judgment, right? Understand that everyone has a shadow and it is a natural part of being human. Find healthy ways to express and integrate these aspects into your conscious life. For example, if you uncover repressed anger, find constructive outlets like physical activity, art, or assertive communication. Another shadow aspect of myself that I found recently, y'all know I like to share my experiences with y'all, so you know you're not out here by yourself now, okay? We all on a healing journey, you know what I'm saying? But this was recently I realized that I performed a lot for people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I always performing and shit? You know, I mean, I enjoy it, but it came from me wanting my mother's attention as a child. I would come up with dances and performances and plays and dramas and stories and all this other shit to entertain her because I wanted her attention so bad, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I still enjoy performing, right? But now it's giving me a new perspective. Like, I don't have to perform for someone's approval or attention. I can come from a place of love because I love to do this. I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, I integrated that shadow aspect. Like, I nurtured my inner child. I literally sat down in meditation when I discovered this, and I spoke with her and I told her it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You have the attention of the biggest energy in the world. You understand me, okay? I need not now another attention. I got it, God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So integration. All right. And continuous practice. Shadow work is an ongoing practice. Regularly check in with yourself to explore new triggers, emotions, and patterns. So you could do something like during the full moon. You know what I'm saying? Go within. Are there any aspects of your shadow that have been talking to you during that last moon cycle, right? Okay. Be patient and compassionate with yourself throughout the process. Shadow work can be challenging and requires time and persistence. And of course, you can always seek professional help. If you need any coaching or anything else like that, you can always hit your girl up. I do offer a service where if you just want to call and talk to somebody and discuss whatever, all right, you can look down in the description box and press the link to book. And I think it's called like your BFF Blue or something like that. Well, we could just sit and talk and discuss whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get guidance from spirit for you in whatever area it is you want to discuss, talk about, heal, or need assistance or coaching in. But of course, other professional help like medical professionals, therapists, counseling, things like that, they can also help. All right. Okay, so by following these steps, you can start to uncover and integrate the hidden parts of your psyche, leading to greater self-awareness, emotional healing, and personal growth. So I have the Citadel deck here. Thank you, sis, for buying. I think this was Rosetta, but don't quote me, okay? But somebody gifted it to me. Thank you. All right, so 2 cards came out on shuffle when I was meditating on your energy and asked your guides, what do you need to hear in regards to your shadow work? So you had 2 cards. The guide actually came out, okay? And it says inheritance and correction. And then the dancer, okay? So you could like to dance. You could actually be a guide, okay? Or feel like, I know a lot of times, like a lot of us here on Planet Pisces, we are natural healers, okay? And that's the energy that is given me. You could be called to healing, like feel as though you could help others, okay? All right, in whatever area. But you have the guide and the dancer. So the guide says, you're in a situation that isn't ideal, right? We talking about shadow work, right? Because shadow work can be a little emotionally trying. You know what I'm saying? When you getting really, really deep into it, because you're uncovering and you're kind of like stirring up old emotions, right? Okay, things that have been repressed. Okay, I know the first time I did shadow work, Jesus, my God, it was definitely puffy face the next day. Lots of tears and snotting, okay? But it was healing, okay? And I ascended from doing that work. All right, so it says, you're in a situation that isn't ideal, but it's up to you to make the most of it. Come on now. Holding a grudge against what led you here won't achieve anything. Okay, I just saw a black butterfly fly by. Come on now. Flutter by, butterfly. Okay, all right. It says, it's time to accept the cards you've been dealt. Once you're on the other side of this, you'll be better placed to reflect on what you've learned from the experience. But for now, it's time to put in some hard work and push through, okay? All right, know you have assistance, okay? You got that bell there. This giving me like a change in your energy, in your energetic field, okay? Whew. Yeah, the rivers may flow. All right, but this is the key. Look at all those keys, y'all. This is the key to ascension. Shadow work, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, because when you become more aware of your shadow, the crazy thing is you'll become aware of others as well. You will see through other people's shadow. You will learn how to not take life personal, right? Even in relationships where it's unrequited love or anything, like, you don't take the shit personal, because you know we're all here to learn. All this shit is an assignment. You know what I'm saying? Here to push us towards growth, right? And expanding our consciousness and ascending to that Christ consciousness. You understand? All right? So now you have the Dancer. It's time to stop worrying about what the world thinks of you. Period. You understand me? And embrace the parts of yourself that you've been trying to make more palatable to others. Self-acceptance comes with maturity and a recognition of your own capability. A revelation that is stronger for having come through a period of doubt. It's time to free yourself from your past and embrace yourself for you. You have a strength and compassion within you that you haven't yet realized. Come on now. Then you have the Forgotten and the Runaway. Wow. Wow. Missed opportunity, fear of failure, secrets, running from problems. Listen, if this isn't confirmation, it's time for some shadow work, baby. I don't know what it is. 1555 was on the clock. 55 fives, period, represents change. You understand what I'm telling you? So if you are desiring to see something new in your life, to walk into a more abundant season in your life, to gain more understanding, clarity, and knowledge about the next area of your life that you're walking into, or how to get the shadow work, is where you start. Like I said, I will leave a link down below for you to book some assistance if needed. All right, like I said, it's my BFF Blue. And it starts anywhere from, I think, $33 or something like that for a consultation, or just some support. But anyway, also all readings are $44 for the month of June, for in honor of my ancestors. So just hop on it, Pisces. All readings return within 3 to 5 days. I love you all so very much. And I keep saying Pisces. I wanted to post this on the other channel as well. So if I do post this on Blue Phoenix, the Golden Goddess, it's for all of us, y'all. A collective. We're all freaking connected, okay? Just period, okay? Anyway, I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, my loves.